What's up, guys? Welcome back. So Shigaraki versus Deku is kicking off in the manga. It's a really cool panel with the both of them like looking each other sort of dead in the eye. So I thought it'd be a good one to draw. So it's a split, right? So it's kind of two drawings in one. So I split my page in half. Good way to do it is fold your page in half. That'll give you dead middle. Okay. So this is like an eye drawing, basically, right? So we start with Deku's eye. They're in 3/4 pose, both of them, right? So I'm going to start with Deku's big eye. It's manga style, right? So it's drawn like real sketchy and kind of rough, right? So the line just there in the center of this sort of center point is about there. I'd say we're up a little bit, right? And then this is going to go up and around, right? And Deku's eyes are real round and curved. So this will come around, and we'll have to thicken this up quite a bit, okay? Right, so this is the shape we're dealing with, and up here, right, so this starts to come thick like this. So, and it can be quite rough, like you don't have to be all smooth and stuff. So you're just thickening it up. And it's quite thick, so it goes around this way. Okay, so then his eye inside, right, an oval, he's looking sort of down to the left, right? So we'll go just here, we'll add this oval-ish type shape. Right, like that, his iris in the middle. His pupil in the middle, should I say, and his pupils are white. So it's kind of black on the outside, white on the inside. And he has an extra line, so drawn in. So just like a light extra line just around his eye here, just gives it a little bit more detail, I'd say. Right, like that, right? And again, like there's lots of these hatching sort of lines here. Just along his eye. So his eyebrow then, just like a straight kind of tick, just going back this way. Straight up. And then you thicken this up as well, so it's just goes back there and dark inside. Okay. So his other eye, right, just across this side, and it's his eyebrow and the eyeliner like the same sort of line, right? So we'll go up and around. It comes down around here. Now we're in 3/4 pose. So that means this eye is a little bit smaller than the other side, right? Right, so, and the eyebrow then will go off this way. Right, you can thicken this up. Right, and we thicken up the eyelid line as well around here. So this all melds into one sort of shape, just there, and then we'll go down around here as well. Okay, and then his iris and oval, looking down. Over that direction, and then his pupil. Like so, and then again, he has like an extra sort of line just drawn around. Light line going around the eye, just there. So then his nose, pretty simple, comes out, down there, and then it's got hatching lines. So say going, they get gradually longer. Kind of like that on top. Then the side of his face comes down here, disappears behind his scarf that he wears. Can't see his mouth, right? So you can just see his freckles. There, maybe some over this side. So you already know it's Deku. Okay, so that scarf, right, that comes around his face. So you're just going to add like all these wrinkling sort of lines, right? And there's loads of hatching, but I won't do all the hatching. We'll just get our general shapes in, and we can shade with color. And this goes right up here and off the page that way. And we got some more detail lines inside, like an extra ripped layer. And down that way. Like some more sort of folding, hatching lines. All in there. Right, and then the outer edges of this, so sort of fold down that way, and his shoulders here. So this meets his sort of arm and his shoulder. So say like the front of this will come out, down, and it meets his shoulder here somewhere. So it goes back. So he's got his Air Force sort of armor and gloves and things. So this goes back up, off that way. And this is all yellow scarf. So got to add some like fold and texture lines. Folding that way. And there's a button here. Like another fold line in here. And going up that way. So lots of dirt and scratches and things. Because this is like an old scarf, you know, so. And there's like a black line that goes this way. Right, so lots of texture and stuff all there. Right. So now hair, so his forehead and stuff. So forehead will keep going, right? So it goes, this is like his eyebrow just here, and this forehead will go up to there. And then we meet like his hairline, which is just like loads of these zigzag sort of things. Right, and then you'll have like some hair spikes that stick down. And then the Deku green. Some on this side as well. And over here. behind. So you gotta add some like green highlights to his hair and stuff going all that way. Just going all this way. So these parts will be like green and some parts in the middle will be black and stuff. Right, we'll give him, he's doing all for one, so he's got, well, I'll give him like some frowning lines maybe, because I think it needs it a little bit. And then there's like some dust and like green sparkling kind of lightning and energy and all that coming across as well. But we'll just draw the rest first. So that's his face pretty much. And then we can just see his shoulder sort of going down this way on this side. Right, and then his Air Force glove will come down this way, and this has an extra like pattern line on it. And then this shoulder will go down off this way, and then we have where the red and white of his armor meet, sort of here, and then there's another section inside this, so it goes and then there's a gap down here. I'm not sure what it is, but this is scarf, and then if that's his shoulder, there's like a little gap, maybe his body or something down there, faux line like that. And then, so then you could draw debris and dirt and stuff sort of like debris going down that way. And then he's got like all for one lightning coming across his hair here. So anywhere you draw this, you know, you'll erase underneath. So this is all like going to be green, sort of blue. And then maybe another one coming across here. Like that, right? So coming across there. Do-do-do. Maybe something else back here. But I think that that's enough for me anyway. Maybe another, there's another thing here. Okay, so that's Deku. Now we'll do Shigaraki over the other side. So he's got like all hands covering his face and stuff. So his eye, just here, right? A bit lower than Deku's. Curves across. And you thicken this up as well. Different eye shape to Deku. And then this comes around. his eyes are drawn in with this black. So if you sketch the circle first, and then just kind of go around like this. Just kind of touch it up wherever you feel. Lots of these lines, and then his pupil is the same, so it goes right, kind of like that, right? So you could draw a circle if you wanted, like Deku's, but I'll just copy the manga as best I can. So then we've got lots of like eyelid lines and stuff coming around the top and bottom of his eye. So lots of scratches and wrinkles and things on his eye. So it's just all drawn in real. Because his face is kind of all mangled, kind of, and then around here as well, loads. Scratches and texture and dirt and all this kind of stuff. So the hand comes across his face here, right? So it, like just right underneath the eye. So he's got some hair. We'll draw that first. So his hair sort of goes down this way, right? Travels up to there. Texture as much as you want, right? And the fingers will come out from here. So we'll go one right across the bottom of his eye here. Quite detailed fingers now as well. Comes around there, so one segment, second segment, third segment. Your fingers have 3 segments, 1, 2, 3. So one here, change direction, and then the other one starts about here somewhere. And there's fingernails and stuff all drawn in. Fingernail, bump for the skin even. And then there's bumps for the skin here. For the knuckles. So we're real close up on these hands now. So he's drawn in like a lot of the detail on them. Right, so this comes around. Knuckle here. Goes up into there. And then there's like veins and stuff on the fingers up here. So that's one. And then next one segment. 2 segment, 3 segment, and then a fingernail. The finger goes up behind, and I might as well just get all the fingers in the right place first. The next segment, this will go down off the page. You can see fingernail there, finger there. And then his costume sort of like ripped and torn as well, like Deku's. So this is just like fabric. And there's a finger. Well, there's a couple of fingers. So say here, one finger, another one going that way, and another one comes out down that way. And then there's more even going down there. So then we'll have to add sort of details on these fingers, like knuckle lines and skin lines and things. So just go for it, right? So like even the fingernails and stuff have texture and all that on them. So the knuckle lines. And there's these veins and stuff. So they're like letter Y's, kind of like branches of a tree. And like where one finger overlaps the other, it's worth probably darkening up, making it look like there's a bit of a shadow underneath that finger. Do you know what I mean? So knuckles there. Okay, so now that's the fingers coming across his cheek on this side. So then his nose comes up this way, and there's all the hair that comes down, and then some more fingers over here. So we get his nose in the right place. So it just sticks up from behind here, and then goes up here. Right, that way. You could see just some texture just on the bottom here. And then another finger touching this finger, right? So the tips sort of touch. And you have another fingernail there. And it comes out from behind his nose to about there, and it goes behind another finger here. So another finger there. This finger will just disappear underneath his hair somewhere. So we'll probably have to go over some of this with hair. And his other eye is like underneath here, but it's covered mostly with hair. But it's like it's all scratched and dirty and stuff, and there's no pupil that I can see. And what else can we see? Maybe another finger just here. Something else going off down that way. And then like, so it's like his hair or his shoulder goes off that way, and like this is like his arm going off here, all these fold lines. And then the rest is like hair. You might see some more knuckles up the top here, but we'll just do sort of hairlines coming down across his face here. So this will all be just white eventually. So there's like another gap here, I think. So you can see that that's covered. It's white. There. Gap, gap. Yeah. So anywhere you draw hair, you'll just erase the lines underneath or color over them. So then keep going. So there's more hair kind of sticking out up here. And so these fingers, so what we can't see that, we can see that, and that comes up. There's a little bit of a gap there. So this has like some more hatching and stuff underneath his eye, like some dirt and things. And then knuckles up here, I think. So like say, there, right? And then like knuckle skin. Then another one here somewhere. Just more hair going off this way. So that means these fingers, you can kind of see the insides of them just underneath his hair there. So it's just all like hair and stuff sticking out that way, and then his hair will go all back and up this way. Like so. And then you just decide where the hair is covering certain bits and what it isn't covering. But he's all dark here anyway. Okay, but I think that'll do. That is how to draw Deku versus Shigaraki from the manga. Hope it's helpful. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.